You know, way off the Pacific coast of Mexico, far beyond the sunny tourist beaches, there's this legend that kind of whispers up from the deep. It's a wild story of strange lights, bizarre signals, and a supposed facility hidden way, way down beneath the waves. Okay, let's dive right into this.
I mean, it's a question we've all asked, right? When we look out at that huge, dark ocean, you can't help but wonder what secrets it's holding. And today, we're going to explore one of its most persistent modern myths.
So this legend, it's not just some random story. It actually has a name, Amupac. And in certain circles, that's the name for a supposed alien base, tucked away in the depths of the Pacific. It's a huge claim for sure, so let's break down exactly where it comes from.
Now, you're not going to find the story of Amupac in any official documents or scientific papers. No. This story is built on something way more elusive. It's built on whispers, on scattered reports, and the kind of chatter that just bubbles up from the people who know those waters best.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because the reports come from all over. You've got local fishermen who swear they see these steady, mechanical-looking lights deep underwater, totally different from, say, natural bioluminescence. Then you have divers saying their sonar goes haywire, getting these weird echoes, almost like it's bouncing off massive hidden structures. And now you can add in all those modern online videos of so-called craft that just seem to vanish right into the sea. You put all that together and you've got the makings of serious legend.
So you hear all that, and you think, all right, a few weird events, so what? Well, for the people who believe in this, the answer is a firm no. They argue that if you look at all these reports together, a pretty clear pattern starts to emerge.
So how do you actually build a legend like this? Well, it's kind of like building a case, right? First, you take these modern sightings and you give them a cool name, USOs, or Unidentified Submerged Objects. Next, you connect those sightings to ancient local myths, stories about star people who came from the sea. And finally, to really sell it, you link the whole thing to a global network of mysteries, like the Bermuda Triangle. Suddenly, it feels like it's part of something much, much bigger.
And that's really the heart of the argument, isn't it? The proponents are basically asking, if it's not a base, then what on earth could possibly explain all of these strange things happening in the same place? Well, as it turns out, science has some pretty compelling answers of its own.
All right, so let's flip the coin and look at this from a completely different angle, the skeptic's view. We need to build a different kind of picture here. From a scientific perspective, this particular stretch of the Pacific, well, it isn't just water. It's a hotbed of really intense and unusual geological activity.
When you actually put these things side by side, it's pretty compelling. Those strange underwater lights, believers say alien facility. Scientists say, hold on, what about volcanic vents or huge swarms of bioluminescent creatures? Those bizarre sonar echoes? Instead of hidden structures, how about deep underwater canyons or even massive gas bubbles erupting from the seafloor? Basically, for every unexplained event, there's a natural explanation that lines up perfectly with the known geology of this highly active seismic zone.
So here's the bottom line from the scientific side. This part of the ocean is just naturally weird. It's a dynamic, volatile environment where unusual stuff isn't the exception, it's pretty much the rule. You couldn't ask for a better place for a mystery to be born.
But whether Amupac is real or not, maybe that's not even the most interesting question here. What's truly fascinating is why a story like this takes hold in the first place. What does it tell us about us?
I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. This quote says it all. We have these unbelievably detailed maps of planets and moons millions of miles away, but the world right here, under the waves on our own planet, is still a profound mystery. Let that sink in. We're talking about canyons deeper than the Grand Canyon, mountain ranges larger than the Alps, all of it hidden under the water, completely unseen by human eyes. It is, quite literally, Earth's final frontier.
And that right there, that's the heart of it all. As humans, we have always filled in the blank spots on our maps. We've populated them with monsters, with gods, with incredible legends. The deep sea is one of the last great blank spaces we have. So, of course, we're going to fill it with stories.
So when you really break it down, the legend of Amupac isn't just some cool story about aliens. It's really about us. It represents our deep-seated fascination with the unknown. It frames the ocean as this incredible frontier, every bit as vast and mysterious as outer space. And really,
It just shows our powerful collective need to find patterns and create meaning out of things we just can't explain. The deep is a frontier, for sure. But as we continue to explore our planet and look beyond it, we are always going to find new frontiers, new blank spaces on the map. And with them, you know there will be new mysteries. It just makes you wonder, what incredible stories, just like Amupac, are we going to tell next?